Hello lovely ones and welcome to dustygypsystudio. I'm Tammy Jade and I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm sharing the very first chapter of a new story series that I have created called The Chronicles of Whispering Hollow. These stories are filled with a little wonder, a little wildness and a whole lot of heart. I'm writing them as we travel across Australia, inspired by the bush, the birdsong and those quiet moments in between. Each story is matched with a hand-drawn colouring page that you can print out and enjoy. I'll let you know at the end how to get your copy. So find a cozy spot, maybe grab a cuppa, and let's begin at the beginning with a traveller, a hidden path, and a fox named Fern. It began with a quiet goodbye. The traveller left behind the noise, the rush, the never-ending list of things to do. They walked away from the screen glow and into the green-gold hush of the bush. They found their old, forgotten backpack and boots. Finding them had been the reason they had decided to leave the hustle behind for a while. Their boots crunched along the dry path, the cicadas hummed a warm welcome, and somewhere far above a majestic wedge-tailed eagle traced lazy circles across the sky. The journey they had started led them up the ancient spine of Mount Warning, where the rainforest whispered with mystery, the vines curled like questions, and the trees stood like tall sentinels, and the mist clung to the ground and drifted around their boots. It's been said by those of a more whimsical nature that a dragon still sleeps somewhere up there, as the clouds around the mountain never truly disappear. After meandering climb on the trail, the traveller pauses at the rim of the old volcano. It's hot up there after the climb. Below, the land dips into a sleeping crater filled with forest of birdsong. You could feel the age of the volcano and see the beauty that had grown on the outside of the crater. The traveller notices a narrow path lit by tiny lanterns that wound down into the heart of it all. It's a new path, one never travelled. The breeze cooled their brow and they wondered, what if I followed the trail? They took a deep breath and followed it. At the bottom of the crater, underneath the green canopy, was a silent pool of water. It was fed by a stream further up in the canopy and it fell down to the rocks in the pool as a cascade. They paused in the coolness. It was very welcome after the heat outside the old volcano hollow. A rest house stood nearby. It was carved from stone, its roof mossy and its windows were low and round. The traveller felt a quiet invitation to rest. They stayed that night wrapped in silence, other than the water and the night animals. They ate warm food and washed in the lake, and they dreamed under the stars. While they slept, something old and kind moved through the trees. In the morning they stirred slowly, the light filtered green through the canopy. A small nose sniffed at their toes. "Are you awake yet?" came a cheeky voice. The traveller knew they should feel surprised, but they had a feeling that things in this valley were very different, and a feeling of magic, mystery and belonging made them calm. They looked down towards their feet. A fox cub with eyes like embers grinned up at them. "I'm Fern," said the cub. "You're new." "I'm not sure where I am," the traveller murmured. Fern's tail swished. "Well then, follow me." Back at the glade near the pool, a portal shimmered like a dream remembered. Fern paused. "You found Whispering Hollow last night. Once you step through here," Fern gestured to the portal, "time works a little bit differently." "What do you mean?" asked the traveller. "You'll see," he winked and leapt through. The traveller followed. Golden light spilled through branches. Mushrooms as big as tables leaned towards the path. Houses peeked from the tree trunks. Lanterns swayed like fireflies. "This," said Fern, "is Mushroom Town." What the traveller saw was indeed very magical. A town spread out beneath them, interconnected and beautiful. Small mushroom houses and kitchen gardens lined the pebbled streets. High on the edge of town stood a giant ghost gum, its white limbs twisted and reaching skyward. At the base of the large gum, an arched wooden door creaked open. "Come," said Fern. "He's waiting." "Who's waiting?" asked the traveller as they approached the door in the base of the majestic gum. Inside, time itself seemed to breathe. An owl in a long blue coat sat on a chair carved from roots. His hat was dotted with stars. His vest pocket had a beautiful old pocket watch. "You've come far," he said, eyes gentle. "I don't know why," the traveller whispered. Father Time nodded. "That's the best kind of journey." He led them through the winding hallway into a room full of clocks. Some tick forward, some backward, and some not at all. "These hold the moments we forget we need," Father Time said. He touched one gently. A warm wind swept through the branches of the tree. The traveller saw their own memory, a laugh, a hand held, a moment under a tree. They smiled, eyes glistening. "Time is not just minutes," Father Time said. "It's meaning." They all went outside to the base of the tree. Outside, they sipped the tea brewed from lemon myrtle and honey, and the foxglove chased butterflies in the long grass. "Will I stay here?" the traveller asked. "For as long as you need," said Father Time. That night, the town clock slowed. The lanterns glowed low and warm. And for the first time in a long while, the traveller felt still, safe, seen, and just where they needed to be. Thank you for wandering with me today into Whispering Hollow. If this story has stirred something in you, a memory, a moment, a little bit of magic, I'd love for you to take it with you. You can get a printable version of this story and its matching colouring pages by purchasing from my website or coffee page. My monthly news email list will help you keep up to date. The link is just below in the description. It includes a free colouring page when you subscribe, and I will be writing a new story and illustrating a page every month. Next month, we'll meet one of the Hollow's oldest residents. There is a planting festival. The spring sprites and Mother Nature come to visit, with the owl called Father Time. He keeps the moments we forget we need. Until then, take care of your creativity, let the wind carry you where it may, and thank you for being part of the Dusty Gypsy Studio journey. If you enjoyed this story, feel free to like, share or subscribe. It helps more wanderers find their way here.